Good morning, space travelers. You have finally made it to Mars, and now your Whizbang is not fitting with the gizmo. You need to redesign the Whizbang with the following instructions. You need to select an inscribed polygon and create that is 50 millimeters and six-sided. And then you want to go to horizontal and create a horizontal line so that the part is aligned properly. And then you want to extrude that up 20 millimeters. Once you've gotten that done, create another sketch on the surface and create a 20 millimeter circle right in the center. And then you're going to extrude that through the entire piece. Remove and through all. Then once your Whizbang is designed, you need to then design your gizmo. That just starts with a 20 millimeter circle, and then that gets extruded upwards. For 50 millimeters. Once you have that, you're going to finish the gizmo with another sketch on the top. You're going to start at the center point and create a rectangle that is 25 millimeters by 5 millimeters. And then you're going to extrude that in a downward direction, 10 millimeters. And then you're going to have your two pieces that we are going to use in the assembly tab. Name the first one, rename the first part, Whizbang, W-H-I-Z-B-A-N-G, and the second part, you want to rename that to Gizmo, G-I-Z-M-O. Once you have those two pieces, then we'll be able to import them into an assembly tab. And to make it easier, you're going to change the color of each one of them. Pick a color you want for those two pieces. Once you import something into the, go over to an assembly tab, and you're going to import those two pieces you just created, the Whizbang and the gizmo, into the assembly tab. And then you're going to use what's called a sliding mate connector. And on top of each one of those pieces, you're going to put the two parts that you want to connect. So you're going to rotate around to the bottom, and then it will take the gizmo and put it right on top of the Whizbang. And the mate you just created is a slider, and you can right click on that and you can actually animate that mate, meaning you can make it move in a certain direction. So you can see that you can make the parts move up and down in relation to each other along that slider. The other thing you can do is fix one of the parts so that it does not move. So then if you do the animate again with one of the parts fixed, you can see that the gizmo will slide up and down inside the Whizbang. So, hope you enjoyed your trip to Mars, but once you land on the surface, things are not going to fit the way they used to. So, you're going to have to be able to make adaptations. Good luck.